Today we will be talking about dairy and bone health and whether or not it's just a myth. Calcium is a mineral that is needed for building and maintaining bones and teeth, blood clotting, transmission of nerve impulses, and regulates the heart's rhythm. 99% of the body's calcium is found in the bones and teeth. The body can get calcium by consuming foods or supplements, or by drawing from calcium stores in the body. Sources of calcium include dairy, salmon, dark leafy greens, beans, and soy products. Bones are constantly being broken down and built back up. In those that get enough calcium and physical activity, bone production exceeds bone destruction. However, after age 30, bone destruction typically exceeds bone production. Achieving adequate calcium intake and maximizing bone stores is important for the future as we age. As we age, we lose bone due to genetic factors, physical inactivity, and lower levels of estrogen in women and testosterone in men. Postmenopausal women account for about 80% of all osteoporosis cases, since estrogen production declines rapidly at menopause. So what exactly is osteoporosis? It is defined as the weakening of bones and leads to more than 2 million fractures each year. Osteoporosis can be prevented through lifestyle factors, such as getting enough vitamin D and calcium from the diet, as well as getting regular exercise, especially in the weight-bearing and muscle strengthening areas. Also, physical activity that puts stress on the bones, such as walking, dancing, jogging, weightlifting, hiking, and stair climbing, can help prevent osteoporosis. Here are the recommended daily intakes for calcium per day. In addition to calcium for bone health, we also need to consume vitamin D, which can be made in the body by sunlight exposure. It is very critical for maintaining bone health. Vitamin D may be more effective when it is used with calcium. Vitamin K is another key component of bone health. It is found mainly in green leafy vegetables. Low levels of vitamin K have been linked with low bone density. Supplementing with vitamin K has shown improvements in the measures of bone health. It is also found in calcium-fortified foods such as orange juice and plant-based milk options like almond or rice milk. Calcium from spinach and Swiss chard is less available to the body because the oxalic acid in them combines with calcium to make a calcium oxalate. Milk is one of the many sources of calcium, but it may not be the best source for everyone. Many dairy products are high in saturated fats, which can increase the risk for heart disease. Research has also shown that dairy products have little to no benefit for bone health, with most studies failing to show a link between dairy intake and broken bones. Dairy consumption does not improve bone mineral density or reduce osteoporotic fracture risk in women during menopause. In a new analysis of the study of women's health across the nation, Dr. Wallace observed that the consumption of dairy to be associated with the increased risk in fracture, not to mention that dairy products can increase the risk of prostate and ovarian cancer. Those that consume dairy products more often had a greater chance of developing cancer than those who drank less than 1 glass per day. A study found that those who avoided dairy had lower incidences of lung, breast, and ovarian cancer. Dairy also contains contaminants such as hormones and pesticides. Milk naturally contains hormones that are produced within the cow's body, but other hormones are given to the cows to increase their milk production. Antibiotics are also given to the cows, and they have been found in the milk production as well as pesticides. These toxins in the milk build up in our body over time and can cause harm to our immune systems, our reproductive systems, and our nervous systems. According to the Cleveland Clinic, a study found that 3 or more glasses of milk per day is associated with higher mortality and an increased risk of fracture. A second study found that drinking more than 1 glass of milk per day was associated with an increase in death and fractures. This is thought to be because of the higher D-galactose content in milk products, which is shown to cause oxidative stress, inflammation, and aging. However, fermented dairy products such as yogurt and cheese reduce the risk of fractures or death because it contains less D-galactose. While no one can say for certain that dairy is harmful to bone health due to other lifestyle factors such as genetics, physical activity, smoking, or alcohol use, the link between dairy consumption and bone health is too coincidental to ignore.